You are walking through a crowded room, perhaps a birthday party or a casual Friday mixer at work, and while everyone else is laughing and making small talk, you feel a distinct electric prickle at the base of your neck. It is not fear exactly, but a sudden, high-definition clarity that washes over your entire nervous system. You look at a person across the room, someone you might have only met 5 minutes ago, and you don't just see their outfit or their polite smile. You see the architecture of their intentions. It is as if an invisible dossier has just been slammed onto the desk of your mind, containing their secrets, their hidden jealousies, and the jagged edges of their pain that they are desperately trying to hide with perfume and loud jokes. To the rest of the world, this person is the life of the party. To you, they are a walking distress signal. This capability isn't something you learned in school, and it certainly isn't something you asked for. It is a biological function of your design, a Geiger counter for the soul that never stops clicking, picking up on the radioactive decay of lies and hidden agendas that pollute the atmosphere. For those of you born between October 23rd and November 21st, this uninvited knowing is often the source of your deepest exhaustion. You are living in a high-resolution reality while everyone around you seems content to watch the low-quality, pixelated version of life. You are the designated truth keeper in a society that is addicted to comfortable illusions, and carrying that weight without crashing requires a specific kind of spiritual mastery. Before we start dissecting the mechanics of these 9 specific gifts and why they are surging in intensity right now, I need to properly introduce myself to the new souls who have found their way to this sanctuary. I am Madam Tina, and for more than 25 years, I have been sitting across the table from people just like you, decoding the intense, unspoken language of the stars to help you understand why you feel like an alien in your own life. I am not here to read your palm and tell you that you will win the lottery next Tuesday. I am here to hand you the blueprints to your own power so you can stop apologizing for your intensity and start using it to build an empire of authenticity. If you stay with me through this entire conversation, we are going to reframe the things you have been told are flaws. Your secrecy, your obsessiveness, your inability to just let it go, and show you that they are actually sophisticated survival tools given to you by the Creator for a mission that is about to enter its critical phase. The first gift we need to examine is that overwhelming flood of data you receive upon eye contact, which I call the gift of radical penetration. Society often labels you as intense or accuses you of staring, but they do not understand that you are scanning. Most people skim the surface of an interaction like a stone skipping over water. Your spirit is designed to dive straight to the bottom. You notice the microscopic twitch in a spouse's cheek when they mention their weekend plans. You hear the hollow thud in a boss's voice when they make a promise they have absolutely no intention of keeping. This is not suspicion, it is sonar. You are navigating the dark waters of human emotion, and this sonar prevents you from crashing into the icebergs that sink everyone else. The trouble arises because you have no skin, spiritually speaking. The barrier between you and the truth is non-existent, meaning you feel the rot of a lie as a physical sensation before your brain even processes the words. This sensitivity is often misunderstood as judgment. You have likely been called cynical or told that you have trust issues. But let's be honest, you don't have trust issues. You have evidence. You trust energy implicitly because energy cannot be forged. Words are cheap and easy to manufacture, but the energetic signature a person carries is impossible to fake. This ability to see the skeletons in the closet before the door is even cracked open is a protective mechanism gifted by the divine to keep you safe from wolves in sheep's clothing. However, because you spot the predator long before they show their teeth, you often look like the bad guy for refusing to engage with someone that everyone else thinks is charming. You are the canary in the coal mine, gasping for air and warning the miners long before the toxic gas becomes visible to the naked eye. This creates a unique and heavy kind of fatigue that acts as a secondary aspect of this gift. You walk through the world absorbing the unspoken grief, the suppressed rage, and the hidden desires of every person you pass on the street. It is like walking through a busy market with a microphone turned up to maximum volume, picking up every whisper and rustle. This is why you crave solitude with such ferocity. It is not that you dislike people. It is that you need to empty the trash bin of your psyche. You need absolute silence to sort out which feelings belong to you and which ones you picked up from the cashier at the grocery store or your coworker in the break room. This need for withdrawal is not depression, and it is not antisocial behavior. It is spiritual hygiene. If you did not pull back to recharge and scrub your energy field clean, the sheer weight of that psychic information would crush you. The intensity you feel is simply the volume of your soul trying to fit into a world that insists on being small and manageable. You are an ocean trying to squeeze into a teacup, and the spillover is inevitably messy. God gave you this depth not to drown you, but because you are designed to handle the heavy lifting of the human experience. You are the sign of birth, death, and regeneration. You deal with the messy fluids of life that other people are too squeamish to touch. When a crisis hits, when the ambulance arrives, when the funeral must be planned, everyone else falls apart, but you get calm. You have noticed this, haven't you? When the world is crumbling, your heart rate actually slows down. That is because you live in the deep end. You are comfortable in the dark. This is your superpower, and it is time you stopped apologizing for it and started recognizing it as the anchor that holds the ship steady when the storm hits. The second silent sign that often goes unnoticed by everyone except you is the profound power of your own silence, which acts as a vault for both your secrets and the secrets of others. There is a distinct moment in many conversations where you physically feel the urge to speak, to correct someone, or to share a piece of your own story, but a stronger, almost magnetic force clamps your mouth shut. It feels like a physical hand gently pressing against your lips, or a heaviness in the tongue that makes speaking impossible. This is the gift of strategic containment. In a culture that rewards oversharing, where people broadcast their breakfast and their breakups for likes and validation, your natural inclination to hold back is often labeled as being secretive or sneaky. People might ask, "Why are you so quiet?" Or, "What are you hiding?" But what they perceive as hiding is actually a divine filtration system protecting your power. You intuitively understand that knowledge is currency, and once you spend it, you cannot get it back. This ability to keep your cards close to your vest is not about being deceitful. It is about preservation and sanctity. You treat your inner world like a sacred temple, not a public park where anyone can walk their dog. You only invite people in who have taken their shoes off, washed their hands, and shown respect at the door. This frustrates people who want to consume you, who want to figure you out quickly so they can label you, categorize you, and dismiss you. Your mystery bothers them because it forces them to sit with the unknown, and most people are terrified of the dark. But for you, this silence is where you process, where you heal, and where you strategize. You are playing a long game that most people don't even know exists. While they are reacting to the immediate stimulus, you are observing the pattern, calculating the trajectory, and waiting for the perfect, precise moment to move. Then there is the phenomenon of your emotional memory, which the world likes to call holding a grudge, but which your soul recognizes as the gift of pattern recognition. You don't just remember that someone hurt you 10 years ago. You remember exactly how it felt in your solar plexus, what the temperature was in the room, and the specific dead look in their eyes when they delivered the blow. This isn't because you are bitter or unable to move on. It is because your spirit is an archivist of truth. You forgive, yes, but you never forget, because forgetting would mean erasing the lesson and leaving yourself vulnerable to the same attack. When you encounter that same energy again in a completely different person, your internal alarm bells ring immediately because you have the file stored in your heart. You recognize the melody of betrayal before the first chorus is even sung. This archive protects you. It stops you from putting your hand on the same hot stove twice. The world tells you to let it go, to be breezy and light, to have a short memory. But your soul knows that true wisdom comes from the accumulation of these experiences. You are building a library of human behavior. Every betrayal, every kindness, every lie you have ever witnessed is cataloged and cross-referenced. This makes you an incredible judge of character. You can predict how a situation will end before it even begins because you have seen this movie before, and you know exactly how the plot twists. You are not holding on to the pain, you are holding on to the data. And that data is what keeps you and the people you love safe from predators who rely on people's short memories and naivety to keep getting away with their bad behavior. There is also a subtle physical sign connected to this memory: the ability to feel the ghost of a betrayal. You might be getting along perfectly well with someone new, having a great time, and then suddenly you feel a sharp pain in your chest or a sudden wave of nausea, and you realize this person is mirroring a micro-behavior from your past that hurt you. It is a somatic marker. God has wired your body to be a history book. You don't have to think about it consciously. Your body remembers for you. This allows you to navigate complex social webs with a precision that seems like magic or psychic ability to outsiders. You know who is sleeping with whom, who is stealing from the company, and who is secretly unhappy, all without being told a single word, because you recognize the microscopic signals stored in your vast emotional vault. This depth of feeling and remembering is what makes you the most loyal friend and the most terrifying enemy. You invest so much blood, sweat, and soul into your connections that you expect the same return on investment. When that contract is broken, you don't just get mad. You withdraw your life force completely. And for a Scorpio, the withdrawal of attention is a far heavier punishment than any scream or shout. You essentially render the person invisible. You delete them from your reality. This isn't cruelty. It is the natural consequence of betraying a guardian. You offered them protection and depth, and they treated it like a cheap toy. So you simply close the vault and change the combination. Hey, my beautiful, intense family. I want to take a brief second just to check on your hearts. I know talking about this stuff, the silence, the memory, the intensity, can feel like I am reading pages from a diary you keep locked under your mattress. It can feel exposed. If you are sitting there nodding, feeling like someone finally understands why you are the way you are, I want you to join us. You don't need to fill out an application, just hit that subscribe button. We are building a circle of strength here, a place where being too much is actually just enough. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me, have you ever had a gut feeling about someone that turned out to be 100% right, even when everyone else doubted you? I read your stories, and they honestly keep me going. Let's keep moving, because we are about to get into the really powerful stuff. Now we need to talk about one of the most misunderstood and powerful gifts you possess, which is the gift of radical severing. You have likely experienced moments in your life where you were deeply attached to a person, a job, or a situation, perhaps for years, and then, almost overnight, a switch flipped in your soul. The love turned to ice, the attachment turned to indifference, and you reached for the spiritual scissors to cut the cord permanently. To the outside world, and especially to the people on the receiving end, this looks cold, ruthless, and heartless. They call you Ice Queen or cruel. But what they don't see, and what only you can feel, is that this is not an act of murder. It is an act of life-saving surgery. For a Scorpio, energy is currency, and you do not spend it lightly. You give 100% of yourself. You merge your soul with the things you love. Because you bond so deeply, you cannot afford to stay connected to things that are poisoning you. When you finally realize that a situation is toxic, dead, or rotting, God gives you the strength to amputate the limb to save the body. Most people will let a bad relationship drag on for years, complaining every day but never leaving, letting the rot spread until it destroys their entire life. You do not have that luxury. Your survival instinct is too strong. When the realization hits, you cut. And when you cut clean. There is no going back, no negotiation, and no let's be friends. This ability to walk away and never look back is a divine protection. It ensures that you are never trapped forever in a hell of your own making. You might stay too long, you might try to fix it, you might endure a lot of pain trying to revive the corpse, but once you are done, you are done. The deadness you feel toward that person afterward is not malice. It is the absence of energy. You have recalled your spirit. You have taken your power back. This is a gift because it creates a vacuum that allows new life to enter. You are the master of endings, and because you are the master of endings, you are also the master of beginnings. This leads us directly to the silent sign of resurrection. You have a quiet knowledge inside you that no matter how bad things get, no matter if you lose your money, your reputation, or your heart, you will rise again. This isn't arrogance, it is historical fact. Look at your life. You have likely lived through 3 or 4 different lifetimes already. You have been broken on the floor, convinced that it was over, and yet here you are, stronger, wiser, and more dangerous than before. This regenerative power is the core of the Scorpio archetype. You are the phoenix. While others fear the fire, you know that the fire is simply the bath you take before you put on your new skin. Others panic when they hit rock bottom. You look around rock bottom and start decorating because you know you won't be there long. You know that destruction is just the precursor to creation. This makes you incredibly competitive, not in a petty way, but in a survivalist way. When someone tries to bury you, they forget that you are a seed. The pressure that crushes others creates diamonds in you. This silent confidence is often intimidating to people. They see you go through hell and walk out without even smelling like smoke, and they don't understand how you do it. The answer is simple. You don't resist the death process. You let the old version of you die so the new version can be born. This cycle of death and rebirth is happening constantly for you, often on a micro scale. You might wake up one Tuesday and realize that the hobbies you loved last week no longer interest you, or the way you dressed for 5 years suddenly feels like a costume. This rapid shedding of skin is a sign of accelerated growth. While others are content to stay the same for 30 years, you are constantly upgrading your operating system. It can be disorienting for your friends and family who just want you to be the way you were. But you know that stagnation is death for a Scorpio. You have to keep moving, keep changing, keep evolving. The pain you feel during these transitions is real, but it is growing pains, not the pain of injury. It is the feeling of your soul stretching beyond its current container. You are noticing this specifically right now because the planetary energy is pushing you toward a massive transformation in how you present yourself to the world. The things that used to work, the coping mechanisms, the small talk, the playing nice, are failing. That isn't a mistake, it's a mandate. You are being stripped of your old armor because the war is over, and it is time for you to take the throne. The heaviness you feel is just the gravity of your new crown. The final layer of these silent signs brings us to the gift of the gatekeeper, which manifests as your rigorous, almost military-grade testing of loyalty. You often find yourself subconsciously creating situations to see how people will react. You might tell a small secret to see if it spreads, or you might withdraw your attention to see if they reach out or if they just disappear. People call this playing games, but for you, it is a necessary vetting process. You are the guardian of a very deep well, and you cannot let just anyone drink from it. You know that access to your inner world is a privilege, not a right. This testing is not malicious. It is the only way you know how to be safe. You value loyalty above almost everything else. If someone has your back, you will fight the world for them. But you need to know, without a shadow of a doubt, that they are worthy of that protection. When you encounter new people, you are silently asking, will you stand by me when it gets ugly? Will you hold my secrets? Can you handle my darkness? Most people fail this test, and that is okay. They are not meant for the inner circle. But the ones who pass, the ones who stand firm when you show them your shadow, those are your soul family. This discernment is a gift from God to ensure that your circle, however small, is made of steel. This leads to the palpable presence you carry, often described as an aura of command or simply being intimidating. You walk into a room and the energy shifts. You don't have to be loud, you just have to be there. People often seem nervous around you, or they seek your approval without knowing why. This is the gift of authority. Your soul carries a weight, a gravity that demands respect. You are not trying to scare anyone. You are simply vibrating at a frequency of absolute authenticity. In a world full of people pretending to be something they are not, your realness is confronting. It acts like a mirror, forcing people to look at themselves, and that makes them uncomfortable. This presence is your leadership signature. You are not the leader who needs a title. You are the leader people follow when the building is on fire because you are the only one not panicking. You possess a calm, steady power that anchors the chaos. This is why you often end up in positions of responsibility, even if you didn't ask for them. People sense that you can handle the weight. You are the rock. And while being the rock is exhausting, it is also your divine purpose. You are here to demonstrate that fear is an illusion and that power comes from within. There is also a profound shift happening in your resources, the gift of alchemy. You have a unique talent for finding value where others see only trash. You are the sign that rules other people's money and shared resources, which means you can take a crumbling business, a broken home, or a destroyed reputation and transmute it into gold. The world is entering a phase where this skill, the ability to deal with waste, debt, and transformation, will be the most valuable currency. You are not meant to make money in the traditional, light, easy ways. You are meant to dig deep, to solve the ugly problems, to facilitate the difficult transitions. Your wealth is hidden in the dark places that others are too afraid to enter. As you move forward, specifically into the energy of the coming years, these silent signs, the X-ray vision, the silence, the memory, the cutting, the rising, and the presence, are going to become even more pronounced. You are stepping into your mastery. Do not try to dim your light to make others comfortable. Do not try to be less intense, less secretive, or less demanding. The world doesn't need more diluted people. It needs more concentrated truth. Your intensity is the medicine the world needs. You are exactly as God designed you to be, a warrior of the spirit, a keeper of the mysteries, and a transformer of reality. Embrace the silence. Trust the warnings. Honor the cuts you have to make. They are all evidence that you are aligned with your highest path. You are not broken. You are breaking through. The waiting room is closed. The operation has begun, and you are the surgeon. Thank you so deeply for allowing me to speak into your soul today. It is a profound honor to connect with you on this level. If this message resonated with the truth you've been feeling in your gut, please let me know. I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing a time when your silent warning saved you from a bad situation, or just tell me one thing you are ready to cut out of your life to make room for the new. Your experiences help everyone else in this community feel less alone. And if you are ready to go even deeper into understanding the path ahead, there is another video appearing on your screen right now that I chose specifically for you. Click it, and let's keep this transformation going. Blessings to you, always.